Hello, hello. Let me get my computer going. Welcome in, Vera. Vera's Bling. Love that. Not sure if you're still here, but just popping on here, waiting for people to join. And Val, there's Miss Val. How are you? And Faye, nice to see ya. Hello, hello. Happy Monday. I'm back at home. I know it's terribly exciting. Back in my own stomping grounds. You know how it's hard to be gone for like a long time. And when you finally get home, you're like, woo. And Chrissy's coming over from YouTube. Look at her fanciness. Love that. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, Chrissy, if you're on YouTube, if you're ever over there, I can always make you a moderator if I ever have any people that are having problems with, if you know what I mean. It's very easy to make you a moderator. Haha. But you won't get to see the group chat if you're on YouTube. But that's funny that you went to YouTube because, yes, I do stream to my YouTube page. So that's funny. Anyways, so as previously mentioned, or not mentioned to you, but as described, I have a complete mystery jewelry bag that I bought at my local thrift store. It's called Red, White, and Blue. And this particular one cost $29.99. Now, I will have to say that a lot of times when I go there, they usually don't have bags. Hi there. Hi there. How are you? And so today, or actually, well, yeah, today they did have a bag. But a lot of times the bags are like crap, like they're not great. Either they're a whole bunch of, plastic beads or, not necessarily stuff that I'm necessarily into. How you doing, JC? And there you go. There's Chrissy right there. So sometimes I don't always get their bags but I'm always looking for ones that are super heavy. Usually have lots of metals and not a whole bunch of plastic beads unless it's something I recognize. But what they do often do is they make kind of a scrap bag where essentially it is scrap jewelry, but that's just because they don't want to go and fix the stuff that's in there. And a lot of times that need fixes, it's only a jump ring or a clasp or, a replacement of a rhinestone. But they still throw a lot of sterling silver in here, single earrings, lots of single earrings. But you can still also get stuff that's not necessarily damaged, perfectly normal stuff. So whenever I get these kind of scrap lots, they're usually cheaper, which is what you see there. Sometimes I pay more like $39.99 for these bags at my local thrift store. So I know when I open this, it's going to have some stuff that's damaged, missing rhinestones, But I also know that sometimes, hi there, Connie, coming over there from YouTube. Thanks for watching. You're welcome to join us on district.net. And you can join in the chat here on the live stream. You're welcome to watch from YouTube too. That's why I stream it from my YouTube page. But if you wanted to be able to participate in the live stream chat, which you can't see from YouTube, only the people in the district live chat can see, you would want to come over to www.lilyworksjewels.com. And then, you can, I'm streaming out of the marketplace, Lilyworks Jewels, Antiques and Makers. So you would want to just go to this site and then register. And then you'd be able to click on the live button and you'll see my live stream and you can come back in and then you can participate. It's free. No one has to actually enter credit card information, but if you wanted to bid, you could also enter credit card information and have that available to you. So just know that that is available. So as I was saying, I'm always happy when I get these scrap lots because although it'll have some stuff in there that I have to fix, it'll often have stuff in there that's really decent. Or stuff that is valuable, but they just don't know. Welcome in, Penna 2011. And I see Dawn came in. So anyways, we shall see what we get. But look what I see right here. I just noticed it as I was talking to you. Y'all know what that is, right? That is a micro mosaic cross. Now, I don't know if it's from Italy, so we'll have to wait until we can see the back. But, you know, I don't know if you can see that very well, but that's a micro mosaic for sure, glass mosaic. But let's go ahead and do a real quick, just kind of visual check of kind of the stuff I see. That stood out to me just now while I was gabbing away at you. Obviously some bangles. You know, this is heavy. Actually, let me weigh it for you. I brought my scale over here. So let's just see what it weighs. It feels like about 6 pounds. I don't know, 6 or 7. 5 pounds, 12 ounces. Okay, so there you go. And a lot of times what I like to do when I'm doing these bags is I do not like to pull things out of the bag because I feel like I'm going to damage them more. So what I often do is I'll break it completely open and I'll either dump it into a tub, or in this case, I think I'm just going to dump it in the back and we'll just kind of look at it there. Because as soon as it can spread out and loosen up, then you're not going to, you know, create further damage. So anyways, yeah, so let's keep taking a picture walk. I see lots of earrings in there. See some bangles. I'm not sure what that is, if that's like a big necklace or something. There's another cross. There's probably obviously some watches in here. I don't know. As I do this unboxing, it is a mystery. I don't know what's in it. I do have my Presidium here to the left. I will also, towards the end of the night, get out my acids to test sterling silver. So I'll have a tub in which I'm sorting some different things as we go. I'm going to, do they sell on live? What are you talking about? Me? Yeah, I'm going to be selling tonight. Do they sell on live? What does that mean? Yes, I'll be selling. But I am going to sort. So over here, I have a little tub that's going to be things I want to test for sterling silver or gold. Right here, I have a tub. I'm going to sort all my single earrings as we go, and we'll look at them at the end. And then here, as we go, I'm going to sort necklaces, you know, bracelets, you know, rings and, you know, brooches and all that. And then this will be miscellaneous. And I actually have some extra tubs back there if I had some scrap too. But the reason I'm sorting as we go, because when I do sales towards the end, does the store sell these bags online? Oh, good question. No, they do not. You have to go into the store. And in Pittsburgh, there's 2 locations, but one location I happen to like better than the other. But it's usually these stores that I often find, you know, some of my great stuff. It's great because like all the stuff cycles through and goes on sale. Yeah. So anyways, so that's what we'll do. So we shall get started. I'm going to tear this bag open and we will get to it. Now, for all my game lovers, yeah, it's 5 pounds, 12 ounces. I will do some of these, you know, what am I? And I'm going to start off with one right now because I know I have my game lovers. What am I? I'm a cult film from 1987. I almost went straight to VHS. Lulu's Lovely Treasures, welcome in. My story takes place at a resort. My sequel took place in Cuba. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Oh, I know what movie that's from. Haha. I've had the time of my life. I was Patrick Swayze's breakout film. What am I with the initials DD? You got it, Miss Chrissy. You got it. Woohoo. Dirty Dancing is it. Good job. All right. So we'll periodically do those. So let's tear this baby open and we shall get started. You know, single earrings have value. So even if they're single earrings, you know, sometimes people buy, you know, just single earrings. Look at all that beautiness, right? And even if I have things that are broken, but like they're sterling, oh gosh, look at that beautiful earring. You know, I can still, you know, take it to scrap. You guys know how much stuff I got from scrap the other day when I took my gold and my silver. So literally today, I'm just going to shove this back. I just want to make sure everything's out of there. Look at this monstrosity of stuff sticking out. Those I thought were necklaces, but I don't think they're necklaces. I think there's something else that's a little bit ridiculous. Let me just push all this back. I'm just going to start off with those ridiculous things right there. Look at, okay, you know, I thought these were necklaces or bowls for that matter. Oh, yes, I love that movie too. But look at what this is. It's a friggin' earring. Are you kidding me? This is the way people get their earring hole sliced off. It's like they went to the craft store and bought these big, huge things and turned them into earrings. That is the nuttiest thing. It's like they were homemade ones. I don't know if you can really understand how big this is and what craziness someone would wear this on their ear. This is definitely made by someone. This is like 5¼ inches wide with a drop of 5¼ as well. That is ridiculous. An earring. Holy moly. Maybe, I guess, you know, I guess if you come from the world of like really artsy people, or, you know, like you said, a photo shoot where you're just trying to make a statement, I would have to, I can't even fit them in the screen. I would have to say that these are statement earrings. Wow. And I will put them in the earring tub and I will sell them off. But I think someone bought the things. They might have hammered it themselves. They could have been made by somebody. Because look at how roughly this is done. But that's just incredible. Wow. I don't even, look, they don't even fit in the tub. So I'm going to have to set those to the side. That is too funny. Okay. Woo, okay. Let's grab some of this bigger stuff. I'm going to get to the bigger stuff just to get it out of the way. So I'm, as quickly as I can, going to go through this whole stack and sort. And New Vogue, that's right. They are not heavy. They are pretty light. I think they're made of brass, but they kind of feel like the weight of aluminum. You know, pretty light, maybe a little heavier than aluminum. So we have a pretty decent condition enameled clamper with kind of very orangey red color for those swirls. There is no brand in here, but that's an excellent condition. And when it's closed, it's about a 7.5. So like I said, I'm going to go through this as fast as I can. I may just grab a whole bunch of bracelets first just to get the big stuff out of the way. There's another one over here. I've got a set here. You see, and there's nothing wrong with these. So they do put stuff in here that I think is still decent. We have a set of 2 enameled, it looks like on brass-ish. There doesn't appear to be a brand inside at all. But the enameling on the outside looks fantastic. And those are around an 8.5, or I should say 8.25. Am I saying 8.25? Yeah, 8.25 because it's the one above. Just grab, see, big stuff. Let's get this big stuff out of the way. These are huge metal. They have some texture on them. They are very significant. I do not see a brand at all. They're kind of like hollow. I honestly have no idea if they would be sterling silver or not. They're not magnetic, but I don't know. It doesn't really make me think sterling silver. I may, it really doesn't. But, I'm not going to test them right. Don't worry. I'm going to do all the testing at the end. But I am just going to grab my testing stone and scratch it a little bit. Sometimes I can just tell from a scratch whether something is because it's like not the right color. And the fact that this doesn't want to scratch very well for me is a really good sign that it's not. You see, This barely wants to scratch. Okay, but anyways, 2 huge bangles. Wow, look, it comes right down the bottom, like a size 8, bigger than an 8.5. They are not too crazy heavy. Here, give me 1 second. So one of them, 41, for almost 42 grams. This one's heavier, 47.4 grams. I don't think they're sterling, but they're pretty nice. Like I said, I'm going to sell all these off at the end, unless there's something I feel like I need to hold on to because it's got more value and I needed time to research. Let me just pull all these bracelets and just do all these at once. Look at that bracelet, looks like a crown. Or maybe, you know what it is? I think these are those things that you put up on a bun where people like have a high bun and then you stick this on it and it goes on the bun. I think that's what that is. I don't actually think that's a bracelet. But I'm going to put it in with the bracelets. Here I have, it's missing a rhinestone, which obviously could be in here. This is just costume jewelry. It does have some reticulation here in the bracelet, and whatever closure it had is not here. And these are the kind of fixes that make them put this stuff in here. But, you know, some of them are fixes that I can fix or that don't really matter to me. This is probably an Alex and Annie. Actually, this does not say Alex and Annie. This says Bella Ryan, whatever that is, with some sort of tree of life. Now that is cute. A lot of times they make these as stretchies, but this cup link bracelet is, oh, it twists. And it's magnetic. It's both. Oh, that's interesting. But it's working. And all those beautiful green faceted stones. That's actually in really good condition. Sorry, I was trying to give you guys measurements as we go. That's 7 1/4. I'm just trying to grab bracelets to get them out of the way. Some of the earrings look like bracelets. Okay, that's an earring. Okay, that's all I see for now. So these two kind of coordinate together. I bet you they came in a set, just regular, you know, little metal bangles. About 8. Where is my magnet? Yeah, just costume jewelry. This one's like brass. I don't see a brand. You see, it keeps wanting to focus on what's behind it. I got to make sure I put my hand there so it doesn't make you guys nauseous. Okay. This is interesting. This is very artisan made looking. It's very small. I have a pretty small wrist, and that actually fits me. So for you small wrist people, that's a pretty nice little artisan made. It's just got wire wrapping around the little metal there. I don't see any brand, but I like that. You see it's ringing it right at about a 6. Okay, that looks like the Playboy bunny. Or is it just a bunny? Y'all, someone look up the thing for the Playboy bunny and what it looks like and see if it matches this, like on your phone or on your iPad or what do you have her next to you? Because I swear this looks exactly like the Playboy bunny. I'm just cleaning this off because it's dirty and hard to see. I do not think this is sterling silver or anything, I don't think. It is cleaning up really well. I feel like it's covered in like a gold plating, and like sort of that stuff is sort of rubbed off. You can sort of see it in there. Jen's Gems. Hey there, how are you? How are you? Nice to see you, Jen. Just doing an unboxing tonight, or an unbagging of a thrift store craft bag. So we're seeing. I swear that's a Playboy bunny. Do you guys think that's the Playboy bunny? Someone look it up on their phone. Hilarious. Okay, I have to admit I've never seen a Playboy bunny bracelet. 7 inches. Now I'm dying to know. Hold on. I'm going to look it up. Playboy bunny logo. I mean, he's got a bow tie on. That is the funniest darn thing I've ever seen in my life. I really think this bracelet is a Playboy bunny bracelet. I don't know if it's sterling silver or anything. I mean, we can test it. If it is, it was like plated like vermeil and it's starting to rub off, but I guess it's worth checking. Is that not hilarious? Oh my God. I'm cracking up. Carrie, you popped in just in time to see my Playboy bunny bracelet. Hilarious. Like I said, to avoid completely testing, I'm just going to scratch a little and see if it even is worth putting in my... See, it just doesn't scratch like silver, so I'm not going to bother to put it in there, but I will sell it. Here's a scrap bracelet. It looks like all the little stretchy things are coming apart. I think it had 2 rows, so I will put that in. Actually, I'm going to put that in with like a craft tub. I'll make a craft tub too. Okay, so let's keep going here. That is so funny. I'm cracking up. Okay, like I said, as we go, if you see me toss things, it's just because I'm putting earrings, single earrings, and I will take a look at them at the end. Here's a brooch. Definitely vintage. It's enameled. Gold tone. It's got 2 little rhinestones in the center. You can see the construction there with those rivets. Looks like something may have broken off on the end. Not maybe another one of those leaves or something. But, oh my goodness, this actually says, this actually is so dirty, says Trifari. I don't know if you can see that. Right there, it says Trifari. That is not what I expected. It actually says Crown Trifari. But again, I think it's got some damage there. But still from the front, pretty decent. Okay. You see? There's a random rhinestone. I'm going to stick it in with the earrings so if I come across them. I think that might be a belt. Possibly. Because a belt would come through here and you would tighten it, right? And then it would go around your waist and then you'd hook the belt on that. I think that's what that is. Oh, your dad was at the mansion once? That is hilarious. Look, so this has most of the original rhinestones in here. I'll have to look up. I don't know if this is definitely old. So that's pretty interesting. Okay. I have a random loose fancy rhinestone there. I'm going to put it in. Actually, I'm going to put the extra rhinestones in with my miscellaneous box. Where did the one rhinestone go that I threw in here? Oh, here it is. Okay. You see, I tell you, I'm going to come across some sterling. That is totally sterling silver, but we're going to worry about it at the end when I can sort these earrings, because I don't know whether I have, matches or not. So here we have a cup link prong set. I guess this is artisan made because it looks like someone took like this part of a necklace, and you can see here there's some string, and they tied it to like an old chain, which obviously is plastic. I mean, just costume jewelry. But that's pretty interesting that someone put that together like that. Okay. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. You have here a necklace that has lost all its jump rings. Here, I got a random ring in here. Earring, I mean. But those are easy. All I do is take my tools and reattach them. This is so easily fixable. Now, mind you, this isn't highly valuable. This is probably like, paparazzi or something. But there's nothing wrong with it. It just needs someone to take 2 minutes to fix it. So that's fixable. And like when I auction off some of the stuff tonight and it's things that I can easily fix, I'm going to auction those as regular necklaces. And then if someone were to buy it, I will fix it before I send it to you. So don't you worry your little selves. This looks like let it go, let it go. Like snow. Well, let's see what it says. Made in China, Disney store. Ooh, I was not crazy. Disney trading with some sort of number. All right. Well, that was not a very quality Disney item because apparently we've lost half of it. But I see more here. Oh, I see what's going on. This is the whole necklace here. It just needs a jump ring, which is sitting right there. It's the same necklace. It's like someone went and bought 2 of them because they had 2 daughters and they were going to fight if they didn't each get one. Ha ha. But that's funny. One of them's fixable at least. Okay, that is beautiful. And that looks very old. And I'm absolutely going to test this for sterling just because it looks so old. But look at that. Is that not stunning? Oh, beautiful. Well, number 1, I hope there's 2 of them. And number 2, because in these craft bags, there isn't always. Yeah, we'll see what happens there. Okay, a bracelet here, enameled sort of black daisies with a magnetic closure. Seems to be working just fine. That's what the back looks like. I don't see a brand, but it shows more wear on the back, but from the front, it's actually pretty decent. Okay. Like I said, this was like a craft lot, so I'll end up with lots of single earrings, but I also end up with a lot of sterling silver. So this is a necklace, it appears, but it's missing one of its plastic cabochons. And it says Coro. So imagine if you could like replace that with a different color cabochon that you have, and then you could do it on the other side. Or another idea, these are easy fixes that I do when I get a lot of this jewelry. This is an entire jewelry bag. I live in Pittsburgh, Jen, and I have a local thrift store that has a chain here that's called Red, White, and Blue Thrift. And a lot of times, not always, because a lot of times they're bought, but they'll have bags when I go there and look. And the reason I like this thrift store so much is because they cycle through their jewelry and they have stuff on sale. So, at first they'll have it at thrift store price, and then a week later it'll be 25% off, 2 weeks later 50, and then 75. So I can go there and actually get some jewelry 75% off, which Jen, I know you appreciate because you're a reseller as well. because, you know, I'm trying to bring my price points as low as possible. You know, and I can find great stuff. You guys have seen me show a lot of the stuff from there in hauls. But they'll have different kind of bags. When they do have bags, sometimes they'll just have like a big bag of crappy beads, and I never buy those bags if they're really light. Or sometimes they'll have a bag of like multiples of something. I never buy those bags. The bag I bought today was one of their it's like their scrap bag, but it has jewelry in there that's fixable, and often I'll find sterling in here. There actually somewhere in here is a cross. Here it is. I showed you guys a micro mosaic that I saw on the outside of the bag. It is, in fact, a micro mosaic, but I didn't know if it was Italy. It says Italy. Score, score. There you go. It's obviously lost some gold tone, but it looks like all of the, you know, little pieces are there. I can't believe it. You see, and sometimes at the thrift store, they just don't know that this is valuable. And so a lot of times these craft bags I get, because they're a little cheaper than the normal bags. And then I can replace rhinestones and jump rings and all that. And all the sterling silver I get with single earrings or whatever, sometimes I'll turn them into pendants, or sometimes I'll just take sterling silver and turn it into scrap. So that is a find right there. That makes me very happy. But what I was going to say about this is, if this is a Coro vintage necklace, and everything else here looks fine, although it's not going to make it the standard size, you could just completely remove this link and then close it in, and then you have no missing pieces. And then you just, when you wear it, you just go further on the extender. Now, it's possible this could be in here somewhere, the little blue thing, but it may not be. So if it wasn't, you can still fix it. That's, you know. But in this case, I am going to put that in scrap. Well, yeah, because someone can scrap it and try to fix it. I'm doing that with the Disney necklaces too, are going in scrap. This one I'm going to keep in the regular necklaces because I can fix it so easily, and it'll look perfectly new. The other ones have things about them that, you know. So anyways, I'm going to keep plugging along here and just put earrings off to the side. So if you see me putting stuff to the side, that's what I'm doing. Just taking all the earrings that I see. Look at that fun one. Oh, lovely hair there, but it's got prong. Oh, no, those are glued in. You can see today I was testing a whole bunch of sterling silver because I was posting on my YouTube, my eBay page, in my eBay store, and I was testing a whole bunch of sterling. So that's what you see there. That looks like a pendant or a part of, I'm not quite sure. It says Avon on the back. You see, but I could easily replace that. It's not missing the other stuff. And if this, in fact, was like a pendant, you know, that's fixable. Random bead. Okay, so I don't know what this is. Is that an earring? What the heck is that? It's just got that thing. I don't know if it hung from something. I'm going to put it in the earrings. Okay, look at this huge thing. It's like a big mesh rectangle. It's got like a keychain on it. It doesn't look like a necklace because it's got no necklace. It literally is like a rectangle of mesh. You see that? But for somebody in a craft lot, they may think that's fun for something. So there you go. I love talk about whenever we have Felicia in here, she's Miss Tactile. She loves like seed beads, but I love the feel of mesh. You see it kind of in and out like accordion. All right. Some more bracelets. This is mixed metal. Asymmetrical, as you see, bangle. It's heavier. Like this is more significant, almost like artisan made. You could obviously make it smaller, but right now it's sitting at 7.25. It's not magnetic. I'm just looking real quick with my loop. I don't see any sort of marks before I put it in. You see, that scratch is more like it could be sterling, so I'm going to put that in there to test. What is this? It's like the bottom of a necklace or something. The only reason I say that is because, look, there's chain here. So it might have been like the bottom portion of a necklace, but all the crafters out there, you know, they could use that. I'm going to put that in with scrap. It's going to be a good scrap lot to then sell on the other end. Okay, so we have a little random butterfly brooch. It's missing. It's one of its little is not branded, and these are just glued in, so this is just costume jewelry, but I'll put that in there with scrap. Earrings. Oh, look, here's another one, except that that one looks different. Okay, now I'm confused. I don't know what these are. Okay, I'm just setting them to the side for now. That looks like Monet. Just taking all these earrings. We'll look at them at the end. What is this? That's a cute little heart pendant. This is just costume jewelry. You can see a close-up there. It looks like those are glued in gemstones. I can't quite make out what that says. Let me look on my loop. Avon. Okay, so I'll put it in there with pendants. What is going on here? What is this? Looks like a bone, a wishbone. Oh, there's a mark on there. Can any of you guys make that out? Hold on, I gotta look. Oh my God, it says 925L with an upside down V. I literally think it's a wishbone pendant. How cute is that? You know, from like the turkey. Missing some pieces out of there. The big main one, obviously. Everything else about the necklace seems pretty normal. What does that say? Sugar Fix. Lost some of its tone. I would put that in craft. We have a random snake chain here. That's in here, obviously, because it does not have a clasp, but I don't know if it's sterling. Okay, well, it's got a little, connector link there that says 925. You see, this is the kind of fix that they just throw it in the bag, but it's not broken. It just needs a clasp. Like, how easy is that? But how often also is 925 marked as 925, but it's really not, so I can't always believe it, but I will test that. Another bangle. Okay, sorry. I got to ask another question. I can't forget to ask my questions. Okay, here's another one. I'm an island. I'm a rock. My people love Bob Marley. My chicken is really jerky. Oh my God. Coffee from my Blue Mountains is a world favorite. I am known for my Rastafari reggae and reefer. I'm also known for my Olympic bobsled team. Where am I with the initial J? You got it, Jen. It's Jamaica. And you guys even spelt it right. AI. Great job. Jamaica. Okay. Every once in a while I'll say, hey, read one of those. I just get distracted. Okay, this looks really old. It's like all these bezel set rhinestones or whatever in this thing. I can't tell if it's like gunmetal and not old or if it's tarnished and old. But it's like not a full necklace. It like ends there. So hold on, let me use my gem tester on the stone at least. Okay, it moves up a little. So it is glass. It's not plastic, but it's not like rock crystal or anything. I'm just going to scratch it and see. If I feel like it scratches like sterling wood, oh, it totally scratches like sterling wood, then I'm going to actually wait and test that at the end. But isn't that beautiful? You know, you've got the back side, they're literally just poking out like that. I love that. Something can be made of that for sure. Okay, this is gorgeous. So pretty. Loving that. I hope there's another one. Okay, look at this extraordinary brooch. Again, they put it in here. They don't know anything about the value. These are prong set, most of them. But the reason they throw it in there, because it was one of these stores the other day that I got that unsigned Coro that you guys saw. But they have a whole bunch of missing rhinestones, and they're not going to go fix that at the store. So that's why it ends up going in the craft lot. This is what the back looks like. It looks like a little bit more modern. I don't know. I'm looking for any sort of mark. I don't see a mark. But that's pretty, isn't it? Okay. Boy, my craft lot. I am going to sell a craft lot at the end, or maybe I'll even make little things of it, but it is growing. Oh, we got a tangled mess here. What is going on? I see an elephant. Either that's an earring or it's a wine stopper. You see rhinestones. Yeah, I do see that. A lot of, look at all those cup link. And look, they're like, these are called cup links that these rhinestones are set in. They're all prong set. But you can see they kind of accordion like that. But look at, this is in a cupcake setting. That's significant. I don't know if this is a necklace, but it's tangled up quite significantly. What the heck? What is this? Y'all help me. Literally, it just comes to the end like that, to nothing. And then you've got this whole thing. None of the stones are missing out of it. Do you see that? And then you get to the other end and it's nothing. It's like, I wonder if it was like a necklace, possibly, that may be attached at the back. I have no idea. I have never seen anything like this. Have you guys? It is pretty. And it seems decently well made. Wow, but I want to show you how these are pretty significant rhinestones in here. Huh. Okay, I'm going to put that in the, I'm not sure what it is, stack. These are just earrings. Okay, this is super pretty too. What is this? Okay, again, we have a whole bunch of prong set, bezel set stones that hang down. It's got double links, and it comes up to a spring ring clasp and a hook. There's nothing wrong with this. Oh, but the spring ring clasp is broken. You see? So this is why they throw it in here. But ultimately, there's nothing wrong with it. That just needs to get replaced. And then you've got this gorgeous thing. Oh my God, I got to clean this real quick with my, hold on. I just I can't have these pretty things here and not do. Now, normally you wouldn't want to really get really wet other rhinestones, but these are not foil backed. These are open. I just wanted to get them all pretty looking because it's so pretty. Okay, hold on. Okay. Sorry, I'm drying it on myself. How's that look for you, huh? That looks great. Okay, well, that's a really pretty necklace that can be fixed. So I definitely can sell that. I swear I'm trying to go fast. Easy fix. Okay, we've got these are all acrylic, little alternating acrylic cabochon, things. Oh, again, and here's this necklace. All it is, okay, now this is a not repairable one. This is broken. So I can't just connect a jump ring and make it work unless I stuck it through that hole, but that's not really how the rest are connected. So in that case, it's really not fixable. So that's going to go in the craft lot. Okay, I'm asking another one. I'm a fictional young woman. Beauty is as beauty does. Originally French, my story has been told many times. My father is an oddball inventor. As a Disney heroine, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Heroine? No, it's not heroin like the drug. Heroine? I don't know. I can't pronounce it right. I was studious and independent. My screenwriters made me strong and a feminist. Black Worm Joe March from Little Women inspired me. Who am I? I start with the initial B. And Chrissy says Belle. And she is right. I would not have guessed that. I admit I do not know my Disney princesses. I definitely don't. These are all earrings. I'm just putting them in the earring thing. Earring. That's interesting. What the heck's that? It's an eagle, obviously. It could have a little thing put on there. It could hang. But someone put magnets on it, I guess. What is this? Or they untwist. That's weird. It's like this was craft made. Oh, shoot. Oh, you know what? That's a battery. Oh my God, I'm cracking up here. Maybe this lit up or something. That's what it did, because look at the back. It has all these little things here that would light up. Not that I'm going to waste batteries trying to fix that, but okay. Sorry, this little plastic thing, I'm trying to put it back in here. I was not expecting that whole thing to come falling out at me. Can you tell I was a bit shocked? Okay. So this just twists on. It's got this plastic thing. I don't know what the heck that is. We're going to take it out. But you know what? This would be a cool thing to hide something important in. You could take out those crappy batteries and hide something important. Okay. Okay, I know this is something. What are these? What does that connect onto? Because that's not a ring. What is that? And it doesn't like link anywhere. I'm so confused. Does anyone know what that is? Does it go on your, it can't go on your ear. I don't know what that is. Okay, I'm going to put in the I don't know what it is pile. Oh my God, this is earrings. But they are, they're like, like the cops and they're, whatever, cufflinks or something. Not cufflinks. What do you call the cop things? Where clearly I've never been arrested before because I don't even know what they're called. But a cufflink goes on a men's clothing. You just call them cuffs, I guess, just handcuffs. Okay. That is just an extender. I'm going to put that there. Earrings. What is this? Maybe this was a pendant of some type. Okay, I'm going to put that in craft. So some random beads. I'm going to put that in craft. I need to put this craft thing closer because I clearly have a lot of things that are going in there. Okay. Is this a shoe clip? What the heck is this? It's not an earring. Do you guys know what that is? It's like got a little space back there and it shuts and it's got a letter. But it doesn't have any usually it has little sharp teeth if it's like a clip for, it's a button cover. That's what it is. Oh, sorry. Yes, it's for a small button. That's cute. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little slow in figuring that out. Big. Okay, we've got all this other stuff sticking to it. So just appears to be a fully functional, just, link necklace, kind of about the quality of paparazzi. I'm going to put that in there with necklaces. Three-strand mesh necklace, different lengths. Doesn't look like it's broken. Nothing wrong with that. That's cool. Okay. A watch without a band, and it says Casares. Don't know what brand that is. Okay, so although this is a bracelet, I'm going to put it in craft because it's obviously seen better days. It's over here. What else we got going on here? See, I'm getting through this fast. Then we get to the, what is this? The Raven? 55.3 miles. This was someone's award. I wonder what the Raven is, what kind of race it is. If it's like a bike race or a what? Now I'm dying to know. So hold on. Those of you that don't know, there's a really great app on your phone that you probably don't even know you have on your phone. If you go to Google, you can go to something called the Google Lens. I come to Google here and I click on the camera and then it says Google Lens. I can take a visual picture of this and it's going to pull other things up that look the same and it'll help me identify it if I don't know what it is. So let's see here. I don't find anything else that looks the same. That's what I discover. So in this case, it didn't help me. But this looked like someone's award. See the little raven? It's enameled and really heavy. That's incredible. Okay. Looks like it's missing its little faux pearl there. This looks like a bee thing. What's going on here? I hate tangles. Go away, tangle. I do not want to deal with you tonight. This is not on my agenda. There we go. It started to listen. Okay. So we have here, looks like a necklace, like a beehive necklace. Isn't that cute? Gold tone, but it's lost some of its gold tone on the back, as you can see there. But it is marked here. It says, you can do it. That's what it says. You can do it. Okay, well, that's not broken. Okay. Earrings. Okay, that's a ring, but it's on its last day. I'm going to put that in craft. Earring. Okay, just a really long gunmetal chain that literally, hey, you know what? Maybe that's what this went on. I cannot tell. I can tell you how heavy this is because I can weigh it for you. But that like metal, it just needs a final jump ring. It's like lost its last one, but the actual links on this chain are big enough that I bet you it can go in it. See? You can still put it in it. Ooh, that looks like a pearl. I just have to weigh this for you because now I'm just curious how friggin' heavy it is. What bug is flying through my room? $113.46 grams. It's super heavy. Thank you, Rita, all the way over from YouTube for participating in my my identification of my button covers. I love that you guys are watching from YouTube. It makes me so happy. We are, in fact, streaming from district.net. And from those of you that are watching from YouTube and are interested in coming on over to district.net to watch where we're streaming from, you can't actually see the ongoing chat that happens on District if you're on YouTube. You can only see the maybe other people on YouTube. And you're fine to watch from YouTube. You can watch all. That's why I stream it to my YouTube channel, which, by the way, I forget to tell people, I do have a YouTube channel. My name's Curry, but my YouTube channel is called Cherish Relics Boutique, and there's over 100 videos of unboxings, unjarrings, jewelry hauls, a whole bunch under the regular posted videos, but a ton of live videos because most of my live videos I also send to my YouTube channel. But anyways, if you're in YouTube and you want to come over and chat with us, it's free. You're welcome to just come on over. You could go to www.lilyworksjewels.com and you can register. And then you can go into the live stream link and you'll see my live stream and you can come right back in and then you'll get to see everybody. Welcome in, Miss Muffet. So for those of you who don't know, and then again, here's my YouTube channel, which I'll just stick back there, but it's probably going to fall over. Here, I'll stick one that's a sticker. Then it'll stay up. So if you want to go check out my YouTube channel, there you go. Okie dokie. See, I get distracted. Let's read another one. Shall we? Who can solve this one? All right. I am a company. I began as a research project for 2 PhD students. My name has become a verb. Your name has become a verb. PC Magazine named me the search engine. Oh, we know what it is. It is a verb. I know what this is. The search engine of choice. In 1999, I moved from a garage into an actual office. Wow, that was only in 1999. My parent is Alphabet. Search me. What am I? Everyone knows. Everyone knows. Oh, hey, Flo Casa, welcome in, welcome in. Google it is. You got it. Yes, I can't believe that was only 1999. That so much technology has come and changed since then. Isn't that crazy? All right. You see, all the YouTubers come in here and know each other too. I do recognize, obviously, I know who Jen is, but Flo Casa, I would not know the first name was Frank. So welcome, Frank, for coming over. I am also on YouTube as well. Cherish Relics Boutique, but I do most of my live streaming, I am streaming this to my YouTube channel, but I usually don't stream. I do live streams on my YouTube channel too, but more often, twice a week, I do live streams from my district um, profile here on district.net. And we are all selling out of the marketplace, Lilyworks, Jewels, Jewels, Antiques and Makers. And obviously, many of you may recognize Rachel from Lilyworks on YouTube. She has a very big YouTube channel as well. But that's who runs this marketplace. If any of you don't know, this looks like Brighton to me. Again, I can't, you see, why is it in here? There's nothing wrong with this. A Brighton tag. We have a Brighton extender and a beautiful textured link. Now, for those of you who don't know this, although Brighton often looks sterling silver, it's known to be like silver plated. Rarely is Brighton like solid sterling silver, but it's very well made jewelry. And if you test it, it will test almost looking like it's sterling, but it's because it's silver plated. But they're not usually solid, like sterling silver, but that's a good find. Okay. That is 100% a pearl. No doubt about it. I hope there's another one. Just putting these earrings aside as we go. Oh my God, look at that weird earring. That is the strangest earring I've ever seen. It's got a hand. What does it have written on the hand? And it's got like symbols and numbers. Like maybe it's like someone reading, like a hand reader. I don't know. That's weird. That's okay. Earring. This looks very old. Look at the texture on there. It's just a teeny little, probably a tie clip of some type, but it's really small and old looking. Again, I am making like sterling silver things that I'll test at the end. Okay, I'm just doing a quick scratch of this to see if it's even worth putting in my sterling silver thing. Now, although it scratches well, I'm not even going to bother to test it because whenever you get a scratch that looks more brown in color, it definitely isn't sterling. Now, you can get something that looks goldy, like actual yellow gold will scratch, not, silver looking, but it doesn't look quite that brown. So that I know I don't need to test. And normally I would then follow it up with testing, but right here I'm just scratching to see if it's even worth putting it in my tub to test, because I'll do all that at the end. Okay, more earrings, it appears here. A big tangled mess. Okay. I don't know why this is in here because everything's intact. Now these are just, faceted acrylic. They are made to look like they're prong set, but if you look really close, they're just glued down. But look, all of those rhinestones are there on those halo effects there. But this is just costume jewelry. But it must be missing a clasp or something. I can't imagine why they would have put it in here. Well, I think they just put it in here because it's kind of dirty. But it's all there, and it's sort of heavy. So that's not terrible. Okay, this is cool. It is on a, like a wire necklace there. Kind of looks like, gunmetal? Not gunmetal. I'm sorry. What's the name of that metal that was made like during the wars? And sometimes brooches are made out of it. Why can't I think of that metal? It's not gunmetal is a color. What is the name of that metal? I know it's called something. Someone tell me quick. I know you know. But this metal looks like that. Yeah, pewter is a type too, but I'm thinking of like it's a type of metal they used for a lot of brooches and things. Pot metal. Jen's got it. Pot metal is what I couldn't think of. This just looks old to me, but it may just be meant to look old. It is missing a rhinestone there, but that's an easy fix. Pot metal. That is correct. Okay, we've got another cross here. This one does not look sterling or from Italy with a micro mosaic in it like we found earlier, but that's a nice little pendant. It's got all its rhinestones. Okay, so when you're looking at rings and things like that and you're trying to determine, okay, is it real? Is it not real? First of all, you can look to the back and you can see, do you have any wear? You will know immediately that it's, like plated or just, this one doesn't have any wear. And then the next thing I would do is I'd be like, well, is it metallic? I mean, is it magnetic? This is not magnetic. So then you go, okay. And then I'm going to take my loop and I'm going to look on the inside for any sort of marks I can see. And I can tell, although this hasn't lost any loss, it literally says 18K GEL, but it looks fake. It doesn't look real to me. And the reason I know it can't be 18 karat gold is because these stones in here are glued in. They're made to look prong set, but they're literally just glued. So this is more of a costume jewelry, kind of a fake. I am confident this is not gold, but we're going to put it in my gold thing just in case. But my sneaking suspicion is it's not. Like, that is glass, but I do not think it's jade. And it's missing another one of those. Here, I can use my gem tester to tell if it's... Yeah, it's just glass. See, it goes up a little, but yeah, it literally, you can't see it, but it says 18K inside, but there's not one single part of me that thinks that's real, just from experience. Doesn't have the look to it of gold, but we're going to still put it. This is my to be tested stash, just to double check, but yeah. All right, this looks like Monet. I've seen lots of these. Yeah, it looks like an Avon ring you have. Okay. To me, it looks very Avon-y, but I don't think Avon would it does look like Avon, but Avon is a good quality company that I know doesn't mismark their stuff fakely. Like a lot of times we get stuff from China that literally will be marked 925 or marked, and it isn't. You'll sit there and go, oh, here, I got to sorry, I'm just cleaning my thing with my shirt. Sorry. I don't think Avon would fakely mark this 18 karat when it wasn't. Otherwise, yes, I would agree it could be Avon, but I don't think they'd do that. But we'll see. Okay. But it looks just like an Avon ring for sure. This does have a mark from Monet. It looks like someone had to solder the clasp back on there and did a really rough job. But it is Monet, and from the front, you really can't even see it, to be honest. So that's cool. What is this? Again, this was a scrap jewelry bag that I got from my local thrift store. A random bead. And as you see, a lot of the things will have little needs for fixes in it, but a lot of times it's fixable. So Flocasso, I'll go follow you on YouTube. Obviously, if you know Jen, then you probably are a YouTuber. Just like, I'm a YouTuber as well, but I don't think I follow you yet. So I will definitely go follow you. Anyways, this is not missing any rhinestones. I believe these are faux opal glass. It's like faux opal, but it does feel like glass. Oh, I lie. It actually feels like acrylic. Oh, you're a shopper mostly, no platinum. But I recognize your name from being in a lot of lives that I've popped into with, YouTubers that I've, know. So, anyways, so I won't go hunt you down then. But you see, you're like a star. We know you. I do not know where this ring is from. It's pretty obnoxious. I'm looking inside. Uh, And by the way, for those of you who have popped in late, I will be doing auction sales tonight on most of this stuff. Once I get through it, I'm just doing it real quick. Okay, so anyways, costume jewelry ring. I'll just put it in there, but looks like it's okay. There's the other earring. I can just replace the pearl that's missing on that one. So I'm just going to finish going through this. My magnet, that's not good. A lot of old prong set brooches I've had in this lot, which have been pretty cool. Like we found this one too, but they're like missing a stone or two, and that's why that they put it in their craft lot. But I can replace those. I do it all the time. This is actually really lovely. But we've got a few dead stones. And for those of you who aren't really familiar as much with a lot of that lingo, welcome in, Holly Gibbs. Thanks so much for the compliment on the beautiful brooch that came out of my craft lot. Isn't that great? But these are considered dead stones. And what that means is the reason all these stones can shine so pretty when they're prong set in all these brooches is because they're foil backed. And on the back side of them, you notice it's closed. No light's getting in there. And if we were relying on the light, then none of those would look so sparkly as they do. But what happens over time, even though the stones are still there, like that stone is still there, but apparently it's gotten some moisture under there or something. Because what happens is the foil behind it eventually kind of loosens up and kind of peels off. And then you get what's called a dead stone. Now, that's not the end of the world. You can just remove it gently with the prongs and then put another one in there. But that's what people mean when they're referring to a dead stone. So anyways, there's that. More earrings, which we'll go over soon. Earrings. Look at that Mongo earring. That's huge. Faceted AB. Huge earring. Now, because this is a craft lot, a lot of these will end up being singles, but let's keep our fingers crossed that there are a few pairs. This is just a random chain. Maybe that's what this one, I don't think, remember, we're like, where did this come from? This chain makes more sense than this chain, but I don't know. Maybe that's why, I think that's what it goes on. I'm changing this. Watch me now. Again, this super heavy metal thing, that award that someone won when they did this race, whatever the Raven is. When I found it in this craft lot, I guess I'm going to put that in scrap. So there's nothing wrong with it. It just really needs a jump ring, but someone can fix that. This is so well made. I think personally, okay, hold on. Bear with me. I'm going to do a little fix here. These are really, really, really big jump rings, but they're not easy to bend. Oh, I can't bend them very easily. I wanted to bend it so that I could try to put it on this, because I feel like that's where it goes. Doesn't that make more sense to you guys? I don't know. I'll try to put it together. Oakley dokley. Another random natural stone ring that looks like some type of jasper, like ocean jasper or something. I'm not sure. Okay, earring. Well, what's going on here with this? God, I like cut myself today and it's killing me. It hurts. Another earring, 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 earring. I'll go over the earrings at the end. Okay, we have a bracelet. Looks very Avon-like to me. Who would love? His name is Doug. Why would he love that raven necklace? Does he love ravens? I know who Doug is. I've definitely been to his live streams before, and I've bought from him before. And he sometimes actually pops in here. Oh, his name's Raven's Chest. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'll reach out to him. That's too funny. The Raven. Okay. Okay. Anyways, this looks like Avon to me. I don't know that it is. It obviously, yeah, there it is. There's your Avon mark. This is, again, prong set, alternating with some little puffy hearts, as you can see there. I don't think that's fixable, unfortunately. I mean, personally, I don't know how to fix cup links. Some people might. I don't know how to, so that's going in the craft lot. This just looks like a 4, a random 4. Okay. Pendant. Kind of pave looking. It's missing a few stones, but it's got a gunmetal. Well, or it looks gunmetal because it's kind of tarnished, but I don't think this is real sterling. But it isn't broken. It's just missing literally like one rhinestone. It's just costume jewelry. I'll put that in there with the necklaces. Still gorge for a harvest. I would love that raven necklace. Oh, he would love that raven necklace. Oh, you're saying which necklace would still gorge for a harvest? Oh, you're right. It is. Yes. Correct. That I put in the scrap lot. Okay, I have more of these. I need help. What are these? For goodness sake, I swear I don't know. And here's another one. I don't know what these are. Unless they like go on a bracelet, like I'm not sure. I should put them in with the craft lot, but I'll put them in with beads right now. Okay, this is some sort of bracelet that's lost its stretch. It's going in the craft lot. Here is a lovely, gorgeous, well-made, heavy-duty, screwback. That's what the front looks like. It's like an enameled kind of fleur-de-lis. This is not prong set. It's just glued in. Okay. Earring. Here's another thing from Disney that looks like Cinderella's little Disney china. Okay. Got it. We've got don't know if that's sterling, but we've got a cute little heart rhinestone bracelet here. Let's see if it's missing any. Oh, the rhinestone stops right there and then it goes to a ball bead. So it is not missing any rhinestones. Okay. We've got an Avon hang tag there. Now, Avon sometimes, not very often, but I actually own some Avon sterling silver items. But it's not common. Usually their stuff is just like, plated or whatever. But there's nothing wrong with that bracelet. Okay, let me do another one of these for you smart people. All right. I'm a center for research and education. Your cell phone won't reach me. Could be an anklet. Are you talking this because it's so big? It's possible. Hold on. Because I didn't actually measure it, but you're right. Definitely an anklet. Good thinking, Don. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Welcome in. Okay, I'm a center for research and education. Your cell phone won't reach me. People say I'm spacey. My residents, hey, how are you? My residents come from all over. I weigh more than 1,000,000 pounds. People send me care packages regularly. Chris Hadfield recorded Space Odyssey here. Where am I? With the initials ISS. I'm a center for the International Space Station. You got it. Good job, Jen. That one I did not instinctively know. Okay. So we have the station necklace here. It appears to have broken at some point, but those are not small enough links that I couldn't just put a jump ring on the end of it. Sometimes when you have necklaces like this that are made, with chains, if it's like broken off in the middle of something where it wouldn't make sense to end there, you can like remove the yucky part and then put a jump ring and then just shorten the necklace. And I'm struggling. Goodness gracious alive. And then you could just fix it. It just will be a little bit shorter. So in this case, look, there's a jump ring there. There's a clasp. We've got the station necklace, which, by the way, is not it's magnetic, so it's not sterling silver. But so we've got a little knot in there that I'd have to get out. But for example, this looks like it broke. But what you could do is you could remove the links up to here and then add a jump ring and then connect this to the end, and then the necklace would be fixed. I'm going to put it in the craft lot for anyone who wants to do that. This is like a double link chain. It's actually pretty nice. See those links? Now, when I say double link, I don't know if they're attached double links or if they're separate. Yeah, they're even though it's double, you see I can put my finger in between them. So it literally is double link, double link, double link all the way up. All you guys saying hello to each other. You guys are cute. So it ends like this. Huh. I don't know what that was unless it was some sort of, I don't know, because that's not a clasp. Oh, I'm sorry. It just literally needs a clasp because this is the extender. So the necklace would be fixed if you put a clasp on there. I'm going to put that in the scrap lot, but it's in fine condition. Someone can do that. If you're game, what is this? That looks like amber to me. You see this bar? This looks really old. I don't know what that goes on. Maybe on a purse. Maybe it was on some type of purse. Let me get my black light. So for those of you who don't know, one way you can tell if something's amber is I'm going to go under my desk here where it's dark. You can put a black light on it, and if it kind of turns kind of yellowy, kind of milky yellowy, it could be amber or kind of milky bluey. It does turn colors a little bit. I'd have to turn these lights off to show you. I don't know. You guys can give me your opinion if you think that this is changing color enough to be amber. I know there's other tests, like you could see if it like the heat test with a needle, but you damage things. You see, I got lights on the other side of the room. But you see, that might be amber because it's definitely, that's what it looks like without it. And then you definitely get this yellowy. So, and this looks really old. It's a really interesting piece, actually. Okay. I'm not really sure what that went on. But isn't that cool? Definitely amber. But it's just interesting. I don't know. Because that's not, I mean, it could be a pendant, but you'd need another piece here to create a bail. But that's pretty cool. I like that. More earrings. That's a pendant. That looks old. Oh, this might be like wood or something. That's definitely like, but look, it's like been like shined up, like it's pretty. I don't know if that's supposed to be like the side of a face or something. I might have to research that one. Oh, yeah, maybe it could be a type of buckle. Possibly, Nancy. Okay, so these people a lot of times will hang like, little charms from those. They're kind of like brooches. Just putting the earrings to the side. It says Little Sis. Okay. This is a brooch. I guess that's enameled, yeah. That is not a real pearl. But you can see all the glue here. On the more quality brooches, you don't often see messy glue. So this is probably a low-end type of jewelry. I'm going to actually put it in the craft lot because I wouldn't sell it with that. It works if someone wanted to scrape off the glue. Now, this is gorgeous. That is tiger's eye. And to me, this is probably just brass, but that kind of looks like gold. It's Well, I'll test that. It's probably brass, but oh, there's something at the bottom. Hold on. Everyone hold on to your seat. I'm going to die if this is gold because that's big. It's like a pendant. You guys see, right? And down here it says 12 karat gold filled. Wow. That's cool. I'm not crying about that. Just shining it up. Now, gold filled is better than gold plated, okay? Because it's a thicker layer of gold. But it can still eventually rub off, but it just takes longer. So that's really pretty. Okay. Oh, there's another one. Oh my God. I hope that is so pretty. And it kind of looks sterling to me. So as soon as I go through the earrings, if there's earrings I want to test, then we'll put them in that thing. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Look at that earring. It says Eisenberg. Beautiful. Yes, I recognize that brand. But it is missing a few rhinestones, which is why they put it in here. I don't know if there's another one or not, but that's beautiful. Earrings, 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 earrings. Let's read another one. Who am I? I am a female TV character. My nickname is Blondie. Alex got me into this mess. I should have checked my bag before flying to Belgium. Orange brings out the color in my eyes. Lynchfield Penitentiary was my temporary home. My real name is Piper Kerman. Who am I with the initials PC? Yeah, wasn't that a great find? I agree. Well, I don't know if you're referring to the gold-filled tiger's eye pendant or if you're referring to the Eisenberg single earring. I have no idea who this is. Piper Chapman? Never heard of him. Let's read another one. I'm a popular location. I can be relaxing or invigorating. Sometimes men aren't allowed here. Some come to me to leave something behind. My rap has nothing to do with burritos. It will make your body tingle. Add a Z and I'm totally uncoordinated. What am I with the initial S? Oh, both. Yes. Yes. Great brand. It was a great brand. Oh, just the spa. Spas. Got it. Adding the Z. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Earrings. Earrings. Here's another brooch. Okay, missing a stone there. But it is prong set. Now, some of them are yellowing. I don't know. That kind of looks older. This is a very significant safety clasp that I'm not used to seeing. Huh. Jen was right. It was the spa. Okay, I'll put it in with the brooches, even though. Yes, there was another one. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Like I said, I'm going to test this. This just looks like sterling to me. Just has that look. But there's two. Why would they have put this in the scrap lot at the thrift store? Hug going out to Mel. Mel, hug alert. Okay, this is glass. It's just a little pendant. Here's another one of those with flowers. Like, I don't know if it's glass or resin. Let's click them together. They sound like glass to me. Okay. This is faux, but it kind of looks like, foiled glass, but it's not. Or dragon's breath. It's not. This is just a necklace that here I'm not going to take the effort to try to repair it. It needs a lot. It's losing half of the thing, whatever, that's going in scrap. Okay, craft. Here is a random sun, but there's nothing attached to him. I guess maybe at one point it was a brooch. I don't know. I'm going to put that in craft. Look at that earring. Ooh, it's the second one. So there's a pair. There are a few pairs that have been happening here. These are all earrings. We're getting close to the end. Ooh, that's a box clasp. Which these are nice to save, but the unfortunate thing is I don't have the other side of it. But that's like, you would call this an encrusted box clasp. It's got, actually prong set rhinestones on there as well as faux pearls. It's made to look prong set. It's just glued in. But I'm going to put that in the craft lot for someone who wants to use that. Look at that beautiful earring. Bling, bling. I'm sure it's not amethyst, but it's pretty. Little rhinestone, copper earring. These are all earrings. We'll get to them. And then there's more of these. I swear to God, I don't know what these are. They just must go on a bracelet is all I can think. I have no idea. This appears to be a toggled silver tone bracelet, but it's got a lot of wear where you see the brass is kind of coming through. Hasn't lost rhinestones. And some of these little kind of wavy discs, they kind of look like, those potato chips that are the wavy ones? They kind of reminds me of that. But some of them are pave. Pave just means all the stones are like put together, like right next to each other. It's called a pave setting. And they're just all glued in there. But I'm going to still put this in the craft lot just because it's got a little bit too much wear for me. There's a pendant. It's got some wear down here, but I might try to clean that. Or I also have like touch-up pens because none of this other things are missing. And that's kind of a puffy, fun little thing. So I may try to revive him. More earrings. More of those weird things. I don't know what those are. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, somebody. Oh, well, I'm a C. Someone who's a C could enjoy that brooch, but I don't need it. Someone had tied a string on here because this wasn't staying closed. So not only is it missing rhinestones, some of them are yellowing. It's not prong set. They're glued in, so it's not a high value item. And that's broken. I'm going to put that in the craft lot. More earrings, a pendant. I really don't know what those are. Maybe they're supposed to be pendants because it kind of has like druzy on the inside. You know, it looks like slices of what would have been like agate with druzy. There's like a fly in here. I think those are pendants. More earrings. Earring. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's probably a ring, to be honest, actually. I think that's what that is a ring. Look how dirty my hands are. Gross. To clean them with a... Okay, I'm going to put the ring down there. Hold on. Ugh. Don't like having gross, dirty hands in the middle of this. Ugh. But this stuff is dirty. Ugh. Okay, earrings. Earring. 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 Okay, carved something. It looks like bone, maybe? I'm not sure. It doesn't really feel like plastic. Ivory or bone, I'm not sure. I don't know how to test for that. Does anyone know anything about that? This looks like it was maybe hanging from something. I don't know. But you know what it is it looks like a bead because there's holes here that go through. So imagine you could string something through there and create something of it. I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to put that in the I don't know. Another brooch here. This one is prong set. It's got it actually looks pretty clean. It needs to be cleaned, but you know, you don't want to take any of these prong set rhinestone brooches or necklaces where they have foil on the back. You see, you know that this is foil backed, and this is why. Because it is closed in the back, which means no light gets through, which means those have to be foil on the back in order to look like that. That's how we know it's foil back. Or sometimes you can see the foil. But anyways, there's that. A random single cufflink. And I'm just looking for a brand. It says it might say Vogue. It's hard to tell. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, this might be like a bullet back. There's different styles of the backs of these, you know, oh, there might even be a mark there of these cufflinks. I'm just cleaning it a little bit to see if it revives itself. So I know you can have like whale back. So prong set can also be foil back. Absolutely. Often prong set rhinestones are foil back. So you don't want to immerse those into water completely. You don't want to take them and put them into your, you know, like cleaning machine. If you were to clean like a brooch, like for example, this one, this is prong set. And I know that I can see that it's prong set because I can see the prongs, but I know that it's foil back because the only way that has that sparkle, it's not because of light, because it's covered. So that means that the backs of those have foil. And here's an example. This one's fallen out, and you can see that black part there. That was part of the foil that used to be on the back of the stone that was on it. And that's what gives it its shine. And you can go in and replace those sometimes. But sometimes you can get stones that are not a foil back. For example, we had this necklace earlier that has some rhinestones on it. But these were also prong set. But you see, they're open back there. So you could officially immerse that in water if you wanted to clean it. But if you have some AB coating on it or something, you want to be careful when you do that to not scratch it because you could damage it. But putting that in water or some sort of cleaning is not going to damage that because there's no foil to come off. But on a lot of vintage rhinestone jewelry, it's often foil back. So you don't want to immerse it in liquid. You just have to clean it gently. Now, that doesn't mean you can't still clean it. You could take a toothbrush. You could put a little clean, like a little Windex or a little, maybe that chemical might be too strong for certain things, maybe a little warm soap water, but do not saturate it. You would just like lightly brush. Hold on, let me give you an example. You just get it a little bit moist and you just lightly brush the top, but not saturating it. So you can still clean those things, but just not, you just have to be careful of that. Okay, I know you didn't really want that lesson there, but you got it. All right, here's another one. I'm a country in Africa. I only existed for 26 years. One highlight was the rumble in the jungle in 1974. Look at the end of the alphabet to find me. You're welcome. My currency had the same name as me. Nancy, you're always welcome to reach out to me and message me, on District. And I'm happy to answer any question if you have. I am not an expert. I have just learned from all the other brilliant people that I've watched as well. So we're all kind of teaching each other. But I'm happy to offer as advice that I might have. Okay. My colonial names were replaced by African words. My colonial names were replaced with African words. I am now the Democratic Republic of Congo. Where am I? With the initials Z. Zimbabwe? I don't know. Clearly, I don't know Zaire. All right, well, I pretty much screwed that up. Okay. So initially I would look at that and think it's an earring. It's missing a little faux pearl there, but I think it was a scarf clip because this isn't how an earring's attached. It's just a clip. But a lot of times these scarf clips have chains attached to them, which right here you could attach a jump ring and it might have had a chain. Oh, here's the other one. So we have two of them, but you see, this one's missing a pearl, that one's not. But it doesn't have the chain attaching it, which you could put that on there. You could fix that, actually. I'm going to put it in there. What is this? This looks like it's made of pot metal. He is old. Oh, my God. What is that? It's like an angel. It's like from the Caesar times. I don't know if this thing is old, but I might have to investigate this. It doesn't really look like sterling as much as pot metal, but I'm going to have to research that one, I think. More earrings. We're almost at the end here. I don't know what that is. I'm just going to put that in craft. This is like a faux jersey. Okay, lots of earrings. I'm just popping them in here. You see all these beads and stuff as we've been going along. I've been popping them in that craft thing. Earrings, 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 earrings. Here's a mother of pearl. We've got a little bit of, I don't know if that's verdigris or if it's just got green crap on it. No, it's verdigris. Hold on. Now, usually to get verdigris off, a lot of times I'll use, you can use things like vinegar, or sometimes people use like ketchup or, there's different things to use. But in this case, I'm just going to clean it real quick. I'm not going to officially try to get the verdigris off because I will later, but I don't have that stuff in here. But I'm just sort of cleaning it a little bit. But you see how it doesn't really completely come off? So I will need to work on it using other things. I just don't have that stuff up here. But this is a vintage little, oh, there you go, locket pendant. Mother of pearl there. That's cute. Earrings, beads. I have no idea what that is. All right, we're almost ready to do some sales. How exciting. That's an earring. What else did I drop? Okay, here's another ring that we can do the things I said earlier about these quick things you can ask yourself when you're trying to determine, oh, there's another one of those things. There's a third one. Cool. So here, the first thing I do is I just always look at the wear. Now, the prongs on there are not centered, but immediately I can see that this is gold tone up here, but back here it's been rubbed off. So I know that that's not. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it can't be sterling, because you can have vermeil that's rubbed off and it could be sterling, that's, had a plating of gold. But then when I check for it being magnetic, it is. So I know that's just costume jewelry. Most likely that's just a glass stone, probably not amethyst, which it's not. And so in this case, although that is very cute, I will still put it in craft. Earring. Here's a bracelet. What does that say? It says Napier. It's just a kind of like a twisted Napier bracelet, not in bad condition. I think was an earring at some point. It's a church thing. Okay, earrings. We're down to the end, people. Oh, look, these are like 2 extenders. I'm just going to keep that. That's like a pendant. More beads. Earring, beads. See, someone could make a whole bracelet out of all of these that I've put in there throughout. See? What is this? Is that stuck in there? I don't think it goes in there. What is going on here? Oh, there we go. So this is obviously some type of pendant or something you could slide onto a bracelet. It's pave set, but just glued in. I don't think it has any high value or anything. Okay, now this looks like gold to me. It's like I guess like an initial ring. It's got the letter J on it. It hasn't lost gold tone, but it looks like it's been cut. Now, a lot of times you can get like rings that are sizable that, have, that were made that way on purpose. This has been cut. I think it's because somebody, you can see it right there, the ring was too tight on them and they had to cut it off someone's finger maybe. It's not magnetic. Let me see if I can see anything. Okay, inside it says 10 karat gold filled. Okay, I still may keep that in a different thing. Okay, this is a Christmas brooch, but it's broken, so that's going to craft. More beads, earrings. Oh, there's another button cover with a different initial. Okay. And then this is a cuff link. There's abalone or faux abalone dragon. Let's see if I see any marks back here. Dragonfly. Okay, I don't see any marks for silver, but it's possible that's abalone because on the back side you can see it also. Abalone is going to be harder and harder to, it's going to be more and more expensive because they won't let people harvest it anymore because it's like damaging the community. Oh my gosh, this says sterling on it. STG is also a symbol for sterling. That little crab. Okay, earring, earring, earring. Another one of those little things. Oh, earring, earring, earring. This looks like it. Maybe it was a pendant. I'm not sure. Earring. Oh, there's like a cup. Prong set. Another cross. Random missing piece. Earring. Oh, that's like a belly button ring. I think that's what that is. Here's another one of these. There's two of them. Maybe they were earrings. Huh. Here's the other one. I'm going to put them in here in the earrings. They just need their, oh, it just needs a black stone or what other stone I want to figure out in there. We did it. We did it. I don't know what this says. It says accept. I don't know what accept means, but okay. It'll go in there. All right. So what we're going to do now that we got through everything is I am going to just do these earrings and I'm just going to pull out the pairs and got some random rhinestones here. Things that are actual pairs I'm going to, you know, put together. If I don't have a pair for it, I'll create a single earring pile and we'll sell it off as a single earring pile unless I feel like I want to keep it for whatever reason. Some single earrings I keep because I like to turn them into pendants. There's two of these. Where's the other one? I am 100% going to test that. And I'm going to test this one too. Aren't those both stunning? Here's this one. So we have a pair. I'm going to test that. It's going in my test pile. Oh, here's this other one. I love these. It just looks like it could be sterling. I don't know that it is. So we're going to test those also. Okay. So this, I'm going to be able to maybe repair. I just need to put a faux pearl in it. So that's a pair. This needs a repair. Okay, there are some things in here that I know are singles because I can see them. And I know, I'm going to put them back here. I know that when I opened the thing, I never found another one of them. So all of the singles, I'm just putting back there. I know because I never saw another one. Now, that being said, some singles could be sterling. So if I get to this and I feel like they're sterling or I want to test it, then I'm not going to throw it back there. That could be, or at least this looks sterling. I'm going to put it in there to test. No. No. Okay, this is a pair, but it's broken. It doesn't have the top part, so I'm putting that in craft. I'm just moving these single earrings back here that I know. I'm not sure. I'm going to test that. I don't think this is sterling because it's not magnetic, but it's definitely not sterling. Some of these things I know are singles. Oh, here's a beautiful pair. These are stunning. How about those? We'll definitely sell those. Okay, unfortunately, I don't see another one of these, but I'm going to keep that. I'm not going to necessarily sell that off. Okay, these are singles. It looks more coppery than sterling. So I'm going to put it back there. You see, I just don't think that would be sterling now. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? Looks like an iris, like it's plastic. But it's got a sterling mark on it. So I'm going to just stick it over here. Yeah, I only came across one of those. I don't know. Single. That is just a beautiful single earring, enameled. It looks like a button. So that will be a nice, I'll create some little lots here soon. Some of these I don't know if they're single, so I can't throw them off over there yet. This has got a neat texture on it. It's really big. There was only one of these, although this is very pretty. I only see one of those. I only see one of these. You see, someone in a craft lot is really going to appreciate these. This is an acrylic. Oh, yeah, that's acrylic. You see, although this, yeah, that's not sterling. Okay, I have this matching thing, the Avon thing. Oh, look, and this is a random Monet, but I don't have the match, but I'm not going to keep that. What is going on here? So there's an earring, twist back. Okay, that's really beautiful. I'm going to keep that in my single earring thing. Okay, I'll put that one back there. There's only one of those. It's like mesh around something. I don't know if that's glass. Oh, no, it's acrylic. Okay. My back is killing me. I don't know. This might be like a drink holder. It's got glass. That's glass. Oh, that's a match. Where's the other one? Here. Except it's not super pretty of a match, but it's a match. There's this weird ring. There was only one of these. I'm going to sell a whole single earring lot. See, some of these you can turn into pendants. So we'll kind of create, like, look, we got these single Christmas earrings. See, those are cute. Someone can turn those into pendants. So I'll sell those off as singles. That's single. Someone could turn that into a pendant. That's really pretty. but I can't keep every single earring myself ever. So there you go. That's a single. I did not have another one of those. Single. That Monet was a single. This copper was a single. You see, this is going to make a great craft lot. I only had one of those. Now, this was really heavy. Well made. This looks like sterling to me. I'm going to test that. We're almost done. So there is just one of these. I believe this is like some type of jasper, which doesn't really go up. It goes up slightly. It is not sterling silver because where the back would go up and down. Yes, Monet, or that one was Monet. This one's Monet. This one's Monet. I'm going to create a whole single lot real quick. It's not sterling because it's rubbing off. I'm going to put that back there. I think that's some type of jasper. More single earrings. I only had one of those. Hold on. It says inside, wow, never had an earring say this much. I was there. Oh, it says it was something that I carried you. That's like a religious thing on an earring. That's interesting. Huh, there's only one of those. It's not sterling, though. This looks like a faux druzy. This is actually a pair. Where did I see it? I swear this one was a pair. Oh, I knew it. But it is so beat down and dirty. And it's not sterling. I'm going to just put that in the craft lot. A little bit too much wear for me. Okay, you see the fun thing that's going to go in the single earrings? Isn't that cute? There's only one of those. One of those. These I'm putting in with my stuff over here. There was only one smiley face. As I do this, I got to make sure I'm not putting sterling over there or gold. Single. Single. That big rhinestone is... Do a single earrings lot. I'll buy 100%. Yes, I will here in just a second. It's coming up. I probably will divide it not into a couple, like maybe two, like if some are more like vintagey versus more not. Okay, that's not magnetic. This does not look sterling to me. There is no mark. I'm putting it in there. Okay, this has got like a pave setting. Yeah, it's magnetic. Here's a pair. Okay, that was a single. That was a single. So many cute single earrings. That was a single. That's a single. Okay, look at this. This is like enameled. That's such a pretty chandelier earring thing. That one's really pretty. But I can't keep all of them. I have to show restraint. This looks like it would be like Kenneth Cole or something, but I don't think that that's sterling. That has like a cat's eye glass. Okay, some textured costume jewelry ones. There was only one of those. It's got hematite on it. That is gemstone. There was only one of these. It's got like little flowers. Let me make sure it's not gold or something. I don't think it is. It's got some verdigris on it. Well, I guess it's someone's lucky day if it is. Okay, clearly that's not. That's a single. You see how many singles there are? So many. I think there's another one of these. And there's a Pittsburgh pair. Pittsburgh Steelers. That's where I'm from. Bam. There's a pair. Here's a pair. They kind of look sterling to me. I'm going to test them. I thought I saw another one of these. Oh, here. So that's a Christmassy earring. These are pretty. Look, there's a pair of this one. That's cute. Like little marcasites in faux pearls. It's not sterling. And it's magnetic. Aaron Rodgers will be playing for the Steelers. Oh, yeah? I was not aware of that. I don't think that's... Oh, and that thing's about to break off. There's only one of those. Don't know what it is. Looks acrylic. Not real. Oh, I don't know. I thought there were two of those, but maybe not. Oh, look. Here's the match to that earring. So now I'm taking out of the scrap lot. Someone can fix that. Bam. Okay, there's only one of these. It's got a horse on, an elephant. This is the clip back earring with multiple rings on it. Here's a pair. Ha, cool. No pair. Very Avon looking. Only one of those. Only one of these Christmas thingamajigger. Okay, this looks sterling to me. This looks like a real pearl. I'm sure it's sterling. I'm going to test those. This looks sterling to me. Just it's got that dark look. You love your Avon. You like a lot of the same style. Ooh, this looks like sterling. I'm going to test that. It's a little random clip back, but I don't have another one. I don't have another one of those. Isn't that pretty? You see, you could turn that into a pendant. Oh, we got a pair. Bam. Are we going to get many others? I thought I saw more of these swans. There's a pair. I think I saw another one of this, and I saw another one of these somewhere. It's like a little fleur-de-lis. That's scrap. Where is it? Oh, here's a pair. Fleur-de-lis. It's like a cat. Huh. Another cat. You see, that's a enameled Halloween thing, but there's only one. This is so pretty. Hey there, Michael Elias. I don't even know how to pronounce that because I'm trying to mix two names. I just have to keep that because, well, it's not sterling. I need to just put it in. I don't know if it's not sterling. I got to test that. Hold on. Yeah, I got to test that. There might be two of these back there because I thought I threw one over there and now I found another one. So someone in the earring singles lot will possibly have a pair. I don't have a match for that enameled little Christmas thing. Oh, here's the fleur. Ew. Here's a pair. Here's a pair. I'm not quite sure if that had rhinestones in it at some point. Oh, did I throw? Is this a pair? Hold on. I might have thrown one of these back there and it's a pair. Hold on. Did I throw that back there? I don't know. Well, it's Avon nonetheless. I swear I did. Well, you might get a pair of Avon. I thought I had thrown it back there, but maybe I didn't. Oh my God, so good, right? Okay, this is a twist back, but it says sterling, so I got to test that. There's a pretty little prong set rhinestone one. I know there's one of those. There's only one of these. Puffy, not real. This looks sterling to me. I'm going to test that. There's only one of those. There's only one of those. Isn't that pretty? I think there's not another one. I don't know. I can't throw it yet. There's only one of the handcuff thing. Remember the handcuffs? Only one. And then this one, not sterling. This has got a sterling mark on it. I'm going to test that. There's only one of those. There's only one of those. Isn't that pretty? Look at that rhinestone piece in there. This is a match. I don't think it's an expensive match, but it's a match. Hello. None of these are. Look at that one. They're like little Avon ones. You see, I know this isn't gold or anything. It looks kind of gold, but the back is not golden color, so I know that can't be. Here, there's two of those. That can be turned into a pendant. Doesn't that look like a tie? Okay, I'm looking. This is like a climber. I don't know what that is. What is that? Oh, you know what that is? Someone has their ear pierced twice. I might need to check that for sterling. There's only one of those. I need to make sure it's not gold. I don't think it is. I guess it's someone's lucky day if it is. Here's a match. It's these little the earring jacket that goes onto that. I don't know if I have another one of those though. Let's see here. I may not. Okay, so only one of those, only one of those. These are all Avon things. Look at this is like glass little box. Only one of those. Only one of these little bunnies. I think that's a hockey player. No. Those look like dolphins, but it's not sterling. So I don't know where the thing is for that, but I'm just going to put it back there. This Spider-Man thing, it literally just says Marvel. Here's a fleur-de-lis match. Okay. No, no. No. I know you guys are all going to be asleep when I'm done. No. 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 I'm not sure. I got to test that. Yeah, it's flaking off. That's a no. Okay. Great. Let's make a lot. Should I just sell it as one lot? Or should I divide it into more like old vintagey stuff? Sell it as one lot? Okay. It's, well, you're going to have to, okay, you're going to have to fight it out then, I guess. It's a lot. But I'll sell all of that as one lot. Wow, that is a lot. Are we curious how much that weighs? So you know what you're bidding on? That is a lot of single earrings, people. A lot of pretty ones that you can turn into pendants. So obviously I'm weighing the tub too, but it's kind of not weighing much. .7 ounces. Woo! That's a lot. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll start an auction off for all of that. I'll start it off at 7 and you guys can bid it out. Okay. So, let me make one real quick. What did I say? 12.7 ounces? 12.7. We'll say 6 because it had the tub and the tub's not coming with it. $7 start. Add to stream. Move to stage. And we're going. So it's a lot. It's running now. A lot of neat stuff in there. And Dawn is in at 7. She might get the whole thing for $7. That'd be a deal. I think she is. Woohoo, Dawn. Yay. All right. Let's go into you. Wow. Now that's awesome. My only problem is I forgot to increase the shipping. But $4.50, I'm just because this is way over 4 ounces, but it's probably gonna be fine. And I ship so many other things to you. No, 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 it'll be fine. I ship so many things to you, Dawn. It's all good. Okay. Yay for Dawn. Oh my gosh, you're gonna have a whole, you can craft, but you can also turn stuff into pendants. How exciting. All right, time for selling. Let's get the selling going. That is a lot. Wow. Okay. So there you have it, Dawn. It's packed full. All right, here we go. All right, let me look at some of these earring pairs. And you see that I need to repair. So I'm sure I could find a faux pearl that I could put there, or I could take that one off and put another two that are the same size. The fact is I could repair that if someone got that. I'll definitely sell those by themselves. This single earring I'm going to keep. Dawn, I'm going to throw that in your single earring. I'm not going to keep that. Merry Christmas. Lucky you. This, I'm going to keep that just because I want that big rhinestone. Dawn, I'm putting that in there too. It just keeps growing. Cool. You can do that. Show me what you make. That's awesome. Okay, so this is a cute pair of earrings there. I might do like a buyer's choice probably. This is more not as fancy. That's not as fancy. Those are like rhinestone. Not, oh, and the back just broke off. All right, more stuff for Dawn. Okay. I might have to make a bigger bag. This literally looks like earrings that were made from screws. Literally, they look like the little, like, but they just need 2 little rhinestones on the inside. I meant bolts, yes. So I would, if someone buys those, I will fix that. I'll put some bolts in there. So here we have some Steeler earrings. I'll put those back there. We have some swans, but I don't think it's Swarovski. Let me just double check that there's no marks for sterling or anything. No, they show a little bit of wear. So I'm going to put them in there. I'm going to do a buyer's choice for some of these. Okay, some less expensive ones like the fleur-de-lis, these teeny little things right here. I'll put that together. Now these are kind of cute. I'm going to put that back there. These are not fancy at all. I'm going to put that there. These are nicer. I should check them for sterling. I need to check those for sterling. My pile is not that big, I promise you. Okay, these are these teeny little like envelopes with a heart on it. And it says, "To my love." How cute. These, if they didn't have silver backs, I probably wouldn't. But I don't think they're sterling or anything. But they're really well made. They kind of clip on. They're kind of nicer. Here is a set of mixed metal. You see them there? It's got like this copperish, like almost matte look to it, but they're not sterling. Where's my magnet? Oh, here it is. Yeah, those are a little nicer. And then we got these two things here. I guess I'll put it in with that. Okay. I'm going to put these in here. Okay. So this is literally going to be buyer's choice. Pick one for $1. So you can pick any of these for $1. You got your Steelers thing. You've got the little swans, but they show a little bit of wear. Just beware. They have a little bit of wear to them. You've got your little dangle earrings with the heart rhinestone with the letter. And then these are going to be one pick. They're going to go together. The little fleur-de-lis. They're just costume. They're not real. The little flower. So that's one choice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 choices. Here we go. Okay. So it's running now. If there's any takers for $1 on any of those. 16 seconds left. The little swans, Steelers, the enameled, I guess like poinsettias. These Michael LA's is just popped in. Welcome in. Yeah, I don't know. So any of those, Miss Meowie's in for $1. We've got 4 seconds left. I will run it again. But what do you pick, Miss Meowie, for your big dollar? Woohoo, what a deal. And she says, the Steelers, baby. Okay. Are you a Steelers fan? Cool. On the back, it says, TM 2001 NFLP by Amingo Co. Amingo? Anyways, it's like, got like a resin over it. So it looks good. So I'm just writing Miss. I know who it is. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this and I'm going to run it again. So it's $1 for any of those. And it's running now for any takers, not these, just those. We've got 6 seconds left. And thank you for looking. Let me put that in a bag together so yeah. Okay, what if I sold all of them? This is a deal. 1, 2. If I sold all of them for $3.50. Hey, thanks for coming. Now I'm just going to do all these sales. So that was nice of you to hang out. So I'm going to duplicate this. Actually, hold on. And then I'm going to make it where it's not a buyer's choice. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to say $3. What a deal. Done. 6 pairs. Okay. Done. Why is it not letting me? I know the auction ended. What an annoyance. Move to stage. Yes. Duplicate. I thought if I duplicate it, then I can edit it. Why is it not letting me edit it? Edit. No pre-bids. I'm coming back. I promise. Oh, now we're ready. Okay, sorry that took so long. So if there's any takers, there it's going. $3 for that if you're interested. Oh my God, we can't forget about these ridiculous things. I'll do that next. Sorry, I was getting some plastic bags to put those in. Hold on, I'm coming back. I just literally have to go under some boxes to find some extra plastic bags. Used plastic bags. Okay. I don't need one. All right. I don't know if anyone's interested in those ridiculous earrings, but I'll do those next. Done. Use them for art, I suppose. Okay. I don't know. That's what they look like. They're huge. You could use them as bowls. I don't know, but someone had the genius idea of making them earrings, which seems a bit crazy. But let's let someone buy them if you're interested. Oh my God. Or you can use them for something else. It's really quite crazy. But I'm going to say $250 on those wild things for any takers. Moving it to stage and running the auction now. I can't imagine who would want them. You see, I think they could be brass, 100%. Brass is not magnetic. And I think, the metal is fine. I mean, like, it's in great condition. It's just crazy that they're earrings. It's just nuts. Okay. Hold on. I got to get a thing for my no one's buying it file. Okay. Okay. Those are kind of nice. These are nice. Like I said, I will put rhinestones in there in the bolts, or I'll fix that if someone bought that with another faux pearl. These are just, they're in really great condition, but they are just glued in rhinestones, but they're in great condition. The gold tone looks great, but I'll put that one with these little gold ones too, little pave, little, so those will go together. That by itself. See, this is mixed metal, and so is that. So honestly, I'm going to put those together. I'm going to put those together. I'm going to put those together. And these are nice, so they can go by themselves. Okay, so this is going to be buyer's choice. Okay, I'm going to say 250. I'll fix those. These are heavier. I mean, those are nice, mixed metal. Okay, these are super nice. Anyways, these are really cute. Move to stage, start auction. So they're like little marcasite looking. I don't believe they're sterling. Oh, they're definitely not. But anyways, all of those earrings are super cute. Okay. Let me get a bag. Thank you for looking. All right. These are lovely pierced dangle prong set. They're not like a gemstone or anything. They could use some cleanup, which I could do a little bit, but they're in pretty good condition. I mean, they're definitely vintage. Let me take a real quick screen or picture of it for Google Lens so I don't find out they're like some fancy brand. Hold on. But they're long dangle. They're like 3 3/4 inches down. There they are right there. Vintage silver tone pierced dangle earrings, 1990s. Fashion earrings. Well, they've gone away. That's not helpful. $24. Wow. They're pretty proud of those. I mean, they are really beautiful earrings. Don't get me wrong. So I will offer those for $9 if anyone is interested. No missing rhinestones. They're pretty stunning. Okay, here you go. starting the auction now. They're pretty lovely. And we got 12 seconds left. Like I said, a little bit longer than 3 inches, all prong set. And thank you for looking. Okay, on to the next. Let's do a buyer's choice here. So we have some smaller ones. Okay, so we're going to look at those first. You guys remember that? That was a magnetic clasp. This is probably an anklet, not missing any rhinestones. This was beautiful, all cup link with those little green. And then this is like a magnetic but twisting clasp. This is Napier. It actually is in pretty good condition. Not much wear at all. And then this was that really small bracelet, like I said, that actually fit my skinny wrist. Kind of artisan made, you know, gunmetal in color. So let's do buyer's choice for those. Not these, those. This is going to be a deal, especially considering the Napier ones in here, because I know it's worth more. I mean, the Napier is in pretty immaculate condition with, I don't know, it might just be dirty. I don't know if that's wear, but I can't believe I'm doing this. Okay, I'm starting it at $3 buyer choice, and I'm moving it to the stream, and I'm starting the auction now for any takers on any of the bracelets / $3. This one's Napier or the artisan looking one. We got 5 seconds left. Okay, thank you for looking. We got the Playboy bunny bracelet. Hilarious. These are going to come together, so that's a choice. That's a choice. This I'm just putting craft. This I'm just putting craft. This I'm putting in craft. I'm putting all of those together. Silver, gold, and gunmetal. Silver, brass, and gunmetal. That's a choice. That's a choice. That's a choice. That's a choice. That by itself is a choice, or that. They're huge and big and heavy. I honestly don't even know. But they're not made of sterling. Okay. I'm going to say $250. You can add to stream. Move to stage, and it's running for anyone interested. Yeah, these are really big. This works just fine. This is hilarious. Any takers on the bracelets? Okay. Thank you for looking. I'm putting that in craft because, I mean, who's going to buy a Playboy Bunny thing? Well, you know what? I should probably sell that online. I bet you someone's going to care about that. I better not. But I'm going to put those in craft. Okay. Done. Okay. Let's look at these necklaces. There actually wasn't a lot of necklaces. I will fix that if someone gets it. It's fixable. Nothing wrong with that one. This one's just strange. I'm going to put it in craft. This one's beautiful. I think it's nice. So is this one. I just have to put a clasp on it. Nothing wrong with that. This just needs a clasp. So if anyone gets that, I will add a clasp. It's going to be next to nothing. Deal of the century. We've got the bee necklace. It shows a little bit of wear. The Brighton has to wait. And this one is, I honestly am not sure about this. Okay, I'm going to offer it because it's got a missing stone, which someone would have to replace. So those up there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Buyer's choice. Not that. I hope you guys are still awake. You're awfully quiet. Give me a thumbs up or something if you're still out there and interested in me running this stuff. I'm going to say $2, but again, if there's something that needs to be fixed, I'll fix it for you. Okay. So auction's running now. If there's anybody interested in any of those, $2. Okay, thank you, Don, for letting me know. We have 7 seconds left. Any of the 3 or 4 people that are here are going to get the deals of the century as I finish up here. Okay, thank you for looking. Hold on, let me get a baggie. Okay. Hold on 1 second on that. All right. This is Brighton. I have to do it by itself. But if you're interested in the Brighton necklace that you could put anything on, meaning it has a regular extender here, but it actually has a Brighton extender right there. that you could put on any necklace. Okay, I'm going to say, hold on. So they're saying 26. That's it right there. Heart signed, interchangeable, blue glam. Yeah, that would be what I got. So if it says 26, I guess you could put beads on it. Okay, so I'm going to offer it for, I'm going to offer it for 10 for any takers. Nothing wrong with it. It's actually in impeccable condition. So there you go. It's running. So yeah, I guess you could just, it's like a necklace that can be used for adding beads, any of the, I don't know, but it's lovely. Okay, thank you for looking at that. This is just really neat. It is all of these faceted prong set, open, you know, like bezel set. They are just glass. I just need to replace the clasp on that, but that's an easy fix. So if anyone gets that, it looks like that when you wear it, you know. Isn't that pretty? I just think that's so pretty. And this is looking at about 16 inches, you know, to where it comes here. That's pretty neat. And there really is no front and back because both sides of the stones have the same edging or whatever. And then this is in perfect condition. I don't know what brand it is, but it's a 3-strand mesh necklace. I'll say buyer's choice. I'm going to say $4. That is incredible. Just my opinion. Okay, moving it to stage and starting the auction now. So it's on those two. $4 start. And we've got 6 seconds left. 2 and 1. Okay, thank you for looking. I'm putting that in craft. These are cool. I don't know if they were all supposed to go on this same thing. I'm just not sure, but those are groovy. I'm going to sell those together. There's only one of these. I'm putting it in craft. Okay, that's obviously extraordinary, so that needs to go up there. Okay, I'm going to sell a teeny little pendant lot. that. And you can get all of it if you so choose. Ooh, that's sterling. I gotta keep that separate. That's sterling. Pendant. I gotta figure out what's going on with that. Okay, I'm going to put that in with the rings. This is going to go here. This is going to go here. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. This has seen better days. That's not great. Actually, I'll do all of that. Okay, so I'm going to do this whole as a lot. Just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 of them. Wow.